that we can take from the research work by Theosophical Masters, karma neutralization and karmic clearance, karmic blocks are cleared right through the conscious parenting, because it facilitates, not that they are not clearing the blocks, but the child himself or herself clears these blocks, many past baggage that they are carrying from past lives. Conscious parenting is doing amazing, job of removing our past, which is gone already, but we clinging to it unconsciously. Subconscious mind is clinging to it. A lot of fears, a lot of stuff coming from the past is completely addressed right in the childhood. You don't need to carry it into adulthood. You become a meditator, and 10 years you take time to meditate to heal the fear that you're carrying. But right in the childhood, you are completely done with the stuff coming from the past lives. That's the great advantage. And the fourth sutra is, children are born to fulfill their own wishes, dreams, purposes, and soul plan. They're not born to fulfill the agenda of ambitions of parents. I have read a few books by spiritual scientists. One of them is a French man who is also a psychologist, Marc Fréchet. His contribution is enormous. He's from 1930s. He written a certain kinds of published his research work. You can look at that. It's called Project Purpose of a Child. Project Purpose of a Child. Project Purpose means a child fulfills the ambitions and desires which are unfulfilled by the parents and carry them as their own. Your unfulfilled ambitions of parents become your project work later on. Unconsciously, it is done by the children. But every child is born for their own purpose. As conscious parents, we must always support them, tell them, inspire them that they are born to be themselves. Not a rubber copy, rubber stamp, not Xerox copies. But mostly unconscious parents, they do that. They want them to be just like rubber copies. A businessman, he wants his son to take up his business, but he might be wanting to go into a creative field. Or he wants to be a sportsman, not enter into business. So we must encourage, as conscious parents, encourage children to pursue their own, purpose, agenda of their own soul. I like what Khalil Gibran said. Your children are not born from you. They came through you. Don't give your ideas. Don't give your ambitions to them. They have their own plan for this life. That the arrows which are aimed at the bow, ready to go to the future. Children have their own soul's plan. Conscious parent recognizes this. This is the fourth point, dear friends. Children, otherwise, they in the adult state, when they become adults, they suffer a lot because they are not fulfilling their life purpose. Everyone is born for their own life purpose. We're not born for something else. So parents can do this as conscious parents. And fifth sutra, I want to share with you. This is a beautiful research done by many pioneers around the globe. When I started studying with them, learning from Bert Hellinger, I recognize about enmeshments and entanglements. These are two things that happens with unconscious parents, because when we want to talk about conscious parents, we must also want to definitely say about unconscious parents. Unconscious parents, They enmesh children. They entangle children. What is this enmeshment means? A mother who is very, very sad and grieving, and because she's having conflict in the relationship with her husband, with the father of this child. And what happens, this mother goes on telling something to the child, daughter, that your father is not a good man. He is very abusive, he's a bad person. And the child takes the side now. The child is now divided. Every child loves both the parents. They have love equal to both the parents. But if mother tells the wrong things about the dad, or father tells certain bad things about the mother, we enmesh the child. Or certain emotions, because certain mothers have a habit, their sadness, they tell to the child, the daughter. No one to speak, then they speak to the young daughter. They say that, oh, my life is a burden, I'm going through sadness, this and that, and we really pass on this sadness. The child feels that, oh, my mother is so sad, how can I help? Oh, I will share her sadness with me. I've seen this, many children. It's not their sadness they're carrying, but the sadness of the mother. It's not the guilt, but the guilt of the father they're carrying. They think that on their behalf, I go through this and my mother will be spared. But it's not the case. It's called blind love. It's called unconscious loyalty. We are very unconsciously loyal to parents. We get entangled emotionally and enmeshed with our parents. And what happens to them is they will not be, when they become adults, they're not really adults. They're not grown-ups. They're still mama's boy or daddy's girl. Always like mom and dad, still they are clinging to them. They have not done with mother and father. They don't live their life fully. They're enmeshed in the family of origin with the mother and father. We can see that in life many times. And the sixth sutra, that's why what is so essential is parents who tell to the children that whatever sadness that you see in me, it belongs to me. It's my sadness. It's none of your business. You don't need to take care of this. I take care of it. You don't need to carry my burden, my dear child. You are my just child. I'm your parent and I take care of you. This is very essential, friends. Then the child really is free to move into their beautiful future. Otherwise, they are tied to the past, entangled. Sometimes enmeshments and entanglements make us to repeat the patterns of parents. We just become replicas of our parents, just like a stamp like parent. We may resemble physically, but we also try to resemble emotionally, behaviorally, and psychologically, and every way. We repeat the same thing. I have seen those children who are entangled with parents, they are not at detangled. They have not cut those ties with the parents. What happens is those parents who are quarreling with each other, when this child becomes an adult, gets married, they also quarrel with the wife. They become like just fighting parents, fighting all the time, fighting cat and dogs. We can see that. Parent and partner, it's a lexigram. Rearrange those letters and you find it's a beautiful lexigram. There's a certain meaning it's conveyed through that. Something which is unhealed with our parent will be projected into the later on life and it affects us. We really go through those same issues like a parent. Partner, we attract the same kind of partner. An alcoholic father, you judge, you really disconnected with him and you are very angry, and you attract a husband who is alcoholic. or a pattern that you see, a marital pattern, a marriage pattern in them, and you attract a partner where you replay that same old tape. This is called enmeshment and entanglement. Children, they are entangled with parents. If we want our children to be happy in the future, then parents, dear conscious parents, mother and father, be happy. Really, they need to have these role models, happy couple. They need to look at the parents who are looking into each other's eye with love. They must know that they're born with love, not with this kind of hatred or anger. And the sixth sutra I want to share with you, dear friends, now. And it's about sphere of influence of mother and sphere of influence of father. In the conscious parents, they recognize that both are important, mother and father. First, essentially, mother's role begins because in the womb, 9 months stay inside the womb space. And after we are born for at least 2 years, 3 years, mother is the one who is holding us closely to her heart. But most of the mothers, they hold the baby and they don't allow the baby to go towards the parent, the father. But it's very essential. Not only from mother, we learn, a boy learns from the father how to be a man, how to face the world, about the masculine energy, the fighting spirit, how to bring a structure into the world. That's what is the father's energy. It's so essential. When children reach to 7 years age, the influence of the father is very essential. For both the son and the daughter, they must be in touch with the father. Mother must allow. Though they both are there, mother and father, both the energies contribute a lot. And it's so important that father also comes into more responsible role. Father takes the children for a hiking and mountaineering, taking for a walk in the middle of the night, in the dark night, telling that darkness is not scary. And there's something beautiful about darkness, because that's how the fear of darkness will go for a child. The father's energy is so essential. The father who can also show the children how to climb a tree, role modeling, so essential. And father teaches a child to how to live in the world. The mother teaches about how to live in the inner world, the world inside us, emotions, heart, and inside us, what's happening. Mother brings that. And after, around 12 years, daughters must return to the mothers, and sons must stay in contact with the father. Father energy is essential. It's so important. The daughters require, till they are reaching to the late teens, they require the mother's energy. Now mother will teach the daughter about how to be a woman in the world. Now after menstruation, and the mother teaches how to be, educates the daughter about sexuality and about how beautiful life is, and how beautiful about the womanhood. Conscious parents, they know that they have a tremendous respect for each other. Conscious mother, conscious father, they have tremendous respect for each other, masculine and feminine energies. So otherwise we see a lot of times there are consequences for this sphere of influence of the mother. Only mother's role is there. Masculine energy is not there. The person is very timid, very fearful in the world. They can't take decisions in the world. And those who have no contact with their mothers, they are completely, depressed in their life, because mother is the source of love. And dear friends, the seventh principle I want to share with you, the last one. Today I selected 7 points. Of course, this subject is so vast. We can go on. This subject is so, because I have an experience last 25 years into this field, particularly about studying about the family systems, about the subconscious memories, how they're affecting us, how to heal the childhood wounds and all that. So the seventh point is healthy separation from parents. It's so essential. What is healthy separation? Healthy separation means a child need to separate from parents in a healthy way, not in an unhealthy way. Healthy separation is essential. When parents fulfill all the needs of the children's needs are not money, dear friends, not comforts, not luxury, not car, not building, not toys, not all these things. I did not talk about them. Never any child asks for, buy me these things, and things are things. They come and they disappear in the world. But the most essential things are the needs, essential needs. I told about that in the second sutra, the essential needs. They are the most essential. It forms the foundation. When all these needs are fulfilled for a child, the child feels complete in relationship with parents. They are now ready to move on into their new life. Otherwise, they always, tied up with the parental energy. They're entangled with parents. Without healthy separations, many children in the adult life, they suffer. I tell you this, from India, we talk a lot about this Markatana Nyaya and Marjala Nyaya. What is this? Markatana Nyaya, Marjala Nyaya. These are the two words. Marjala means cat. Markatam means monkey. Two parenting styles, monkey parenting style and cat parenting style. If we closely observe these animal species, we recognize something beautiful. Beautiful insights will come to us. In Markata, monkey style, after giving birth to a monkey, this baby monkey, always holding the mother's belly. Mother is not holding, baby is holding. Mother is very watchful. Mother has tremendous love, compassion, care, very caring mother. But at the same time, it's not tightly holding, not like smothering. Mothers can become smothering also. Too much mothering, overprotective mother. No. That's not Markatanyaya. Monkey parenting style is where the monkey knows that this baby monkey need to learn all those skills at a very younger age, become an independent being. That's why baby monkeys, you see that they can climb trees along with the mother. They learn quickly to jump from one branch to another branch. You find strange. The animal species show something very beautiful to us. And also, they go and eat those leaves or fruits, and they pick up the fruits at a very younger age. Whereas Marjala Nyaya Marjala means cat. Cat style is kittens who are born, the baby kittens, mother is overprotective, very overprotective. It takes almost few months, almost a year for these kittens to really to take care of themselves. They are so dependent. Sometimes they lose their life because the mother is gone for hunting and for food. What happens to these kittens? They can't protect themselves. So even in parenting, A combination of these two things are essential, but 80% Markata Nyaya is important. 20% initial period Marjala Nyaya means like a cat, humans also must really give all those, fulfill all those needs to a child, like need for love, appreciation and approval, safe feeling, freedom to emote, freedom to express, freedom to think their thoughts, and all those freedoms. And apart from that, respect, spiritual need, I talked about spiritual need, all these things must be fulfilled. This is Marjala Nyaya, 20% only. After that, Markata Nyaya. Our goal is not to incapacitate children. Conscious parents, they really conscious of this. Overprotective parents, it's not conscious parenting. Overprotective parents, they harm. They're doing a great harm. They are making children dependent on them forever. So it's so essential that Markata Nyaya, 80%, teach these skills at a very younger age, to meditate and all these things. At an appropriate age, they're ready to venture into great spiritual, learn from masters, senior masters, meditation more. They go into the depths of it. Like how Adi Shankaracharya learned so many things at a very younger age. Enlightened master, Brahmagnani, at a very younger age. So healthy separation from parents, once it is achieved, we become unstoppable. Children, they really move forward in their life. So this is called Markata Nyaya, very, very essential and important to practice in the parenting, conscious parenting. So dear friends, these are the 7 important sutras that I shared with all of you. And now I also want to interact with you with some questions and certain any questions that you have, and we can.
Wow, Dr. Newton, that was such a comprehensive talk, full of so much wisdom, profound wisdom. We do have some interesting questions from the viewers. I'll pose some of them to you.
Sure.
This one's a really interesting question. How can we give children freedom, yet nurture them with self-discipline and self-responsibility?
Wow, this is very, very beautiful question. I appreciate whoever has asked it. A right question. This is the right question. Freedom to see, freedom to hear, freedom to speak, freedom to feel and emote, freedom to have their own intuitions. There are 5 freedoms which are so essential for every child. It needs to be completely given to every child. And don't give the thoughts to the children. You know, these are my thoughts which are correct. I invalidate you. Your thoughts are wrong. Your emotions, don't feel angry. Never discourage a child who is angry. Never to repress and suppress a child who is angry. Ask them, hold the space for the child. And what is happening? It's okay that you're feeling angry. It's fine. In that moment, they experience anger, they're done with it. If we suppress it, later on, it becomes a rage. Children are conditioned. Boys don't cry. Girls don't become angry. Girls have to all the time smile, and boys should not cry. This is conditioning process. This is unconscious parenting. So the freedom to emote their own emotions is so important. But at the same time, discipline, which nurtures the character of a child. It's called nurturing discipline. A discipline with great care and love.